Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's theme, which the Reverend Angel Dust and I work diligently on each week to try and give you something special. For example, if you were here last week, it was eating food
Swedish tube
out of...
Did you guys get the runs from that?
No, we didn't. Out of tubes. Out of tubes, I don't know what that was. Sorry about that. Out of tubes of Swedish food last week. We spent a lot of time on the theme. Tonight, the theme was deliverance, and not the movie. And the only person that could possibly understand that as deeply as we intended it to be in this small room of 9 or 11 people who see the show that everyone talks about but nobody sees. The lucky you. We had to get Jesus. I mean, we couldn't, half sell it. We couldn't bring in a lesser performer. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the Reverend Angel Dust and I are so honored and pleased that he came back for one more show. Please welcome to the stage, Surfer Jesus. An evening with Surfer Jesus.
Thank you. Thank you. I got a list. Well, I've been borrowing Santa's list, but whatever. He makes a good list. He's already making one. Why double task? Redundancy is. Oh man, I gotta tell jokes after that. All right. I know this is okay. This is important. A lot of people are worried about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is in the lead right now in the Republican primary, and people think he might actually win the nomination. It's not like I'm a future teller or anything, but he's not. I promise. I know this for a fact.
Yeah.
Donald Trump is a rube. And he was hired by the GOP to go out and say every dumb fucking thing that the frontrunners last time said and got knocked out of the frontrunner spot. And he's just going to keep saying it and inflame the base so that the real candidates, Bush and Rubio, don't have to. And then he's finally going to say something so stupid right before the nomination. I know it seems impossible, but I promise he's going to flame out.
Jesus, he knows better than
Hey!
He's going to flame out. I promise. He's going to be Palin. He's going to be... When's the last time you heard about Sarah Palin? Exactly my fucking point. He's going to be gone soon.
Yeah!
Ted Cruz is next. That fucking boob. That's okay.
Not fast enough.
It's all political theater. Oh my God. I want to talk about terrorism for a little bit because I have one actual experience with terrorism in my life. I was in the Army. Do you guys know that? No. Get rid of this. I was in the Army a long time ago. I wasn't very smart in high school, and I didn't get recruited by colleges. I didn't get letters from colleges. I got letters from the Army and the clergy. That's the truth. And I didn't like confrontation, so I didn't want to become a priest. You thought I was going to make the raping kids joke, but I'm not. That's not a joke.
I
went to Catholic schools my whole life. I never got raped once. I fucked a couple of priests, but I wasn't a punk about it. Anyway. Whatever. They were hot. Don't judge me. So... So I joined the Army, but like I said, I'm a big giant coward. I'm just a giant wuss, so I became a cook. Because nobody shoots at a cook. Nobody ever shoots at a cook unless they really fucking deserve it. So they do. You seem like a soldier. Soldiers wear like big things and bullet protective and helmet. I wore like white pants and a starched shirt and a paper. I look like the guys that cook at Steak and Shake. That's what Army cook looks like. I felt very secure in my job. I smoked hash every day in the boiler room under the mess hall, and I made like 400 omelets. And I went back home. I went back up to my little room and listened to Rush and Pink Floyd. I loved being in the Army. So. Don't judge me, it was 1984. So, I was at work one day, and I'm talking to my sergeant, and I'm saying, hey there, the Sarge guy thing. I just cleaned up my thing here, and me and Jeff are going to go smoke some hash in the boiler room, like we do every day. And then we're going to go have breakfast. And he's like, cool. And right after he says, cool, shockwave passed through the room. The shockwave happened before the explosion. You guys ever felt a shockwave? Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have. Every one of you have. You ever been to a concert? Been to a big, loud, arena-ass fucking concert when the bass drum does the thing and you feel it in your chest? That's what a shockwave feels like, except like fuck you times a million. It feels just like that. Except, and like weird shit happens really quick before the sound. Like first the shockwave came and the ground was like, I'm out of here. And the ground went away. And I knew because I was looking at it and my feet were up over my head and I couldn't figure out why. And I was like, I should lay down. So I did, because the ground was coming back. And then the noise happened. So like I said, I was a cook. And I'm standing out on a serving line. We thought something in the kitchen had exploded. So we ran into the kitchen. Nothing in there. There's people flying, people laying around doing the what the fuck. This is about 3 seconds after the explosion happened. We see the door open. About 6 seconds after the explosion happened, we run out the back door, and about right over there where Harry's is, we can see a car blowing up, and the cars next to it, there's a bunch of blowing up fuck shit over there. And it doesn't look, it looks, oh man, that looks way fucking worse and real than it does on TV. And then my sergeant said, this is 10 seconds after the first explosion, said the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. We're standing there in our starch white shirts and our paper hats. He says, let's go. And he starts running towards the blowing fuck shit. So, he was a sergeant, I was a private, there's a rule. So he said do it, and then we had to do it. So I'm running towards the blowing fire fuck shit, and I'm thinking, oh, I don't want to do this. But I could run pretty well, I was pretty healthy, so I was running really fast. But then, so stuff is on fire and blowing up. Like, the first car is already done blowing up, but it's still on fire, but the cars next to it are blowing up from their gasoline. And so there's shit flying through the air. Like I saw a tire, 40, 50 feet in the air, on fire. Just, and I remember thinking, oh, I've never seen that before. That's pretty fucking cool. Wow, that would suck if that hit me in the face. And then I heard oh, that's pieces of metal flying by. So and then I realized, oh fuck, it's everywhere. And so I started running like this every time I heard one, knowing that the piece I heard was behind, but I couldn't stop. So anyway, we saw a lady she was laying down about halfway over this lady. Her name was, I don't remember what her real name was. We called her Mama San. I know that's racist. I don't care. I'm sorry. We called her Mama San. She was from Korea. She talked like an extra from MASH. It was awful. She was fucking awesome. She could drink, she could drink y'all under the table right now. That woman could drink, goddamn. She taught me how to drink. She said, why you drink whiskey sour? Stupid. You don't mix anything with liquor but ice, okay? I mean, you're gonna get sick. You're hungover every day. You drink beer, you drink liquor. Okay, Mama San, whatever you say. She was laying on the ground. It's like, my ear hurt. My ear hurts too, Mama San. We gotta go. I don't think I can walk. So me and John pick her up and we run the fuck back. This is about a minute and a half after the explosion now. We sit together in the big truck, start pulling out the like real suits on that are not made out of paper. And we go inside the mess hall and a captain comes in. And he's a nice guy, but he's a pencil pusher, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't a soldier, his name was Paul Pusecker. And yes, that was him. He's a big pear-shaped doughy guy, but he's a real nice fella. And he came in and he's like, everybody get out of here, shut this thing down, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay. And so we go to turning the stuff off. And me and another guy are the last guy. And then he goes and I'm about to go. And a colonel comes around the corner. And he's all dressed and he's got his colonel shit on and his suit, man. And everyone's running around crazy. And this guy's just like, oh, you guys are still open. Good God, I'm fucking hungry. 3 minutes ago, a bomb has gone off. 104 kilos of explosive. It's loud as fuck. They felt it. Okay. This guy's like, oh yeah, can you get that French toast? Is that French? Can you make me I know it's only 2. Can you get a 4-egg omelet, Private? I'm like, sir? Big fuck bomb thing? Yeah, I know, but I'm late for a flight. Okay. So in the Army, you got time in service, time in combat. This fuck had more time in combat than I'd been alive, which I don't understand how it was possible in 1984. That means he joined the Army in like 58, spent the entire decade of the 60s in Vietnam, and then went to some other fucked up place after that we didn't know about. Joe Cool. I was like, you know what? This cool bastard wants an omelet. I'm gonna make him an omelet. So we start talking, and he's yeah, doing that, blah blah blah. And Captain Pencil Pusher comes back in. I thought it was like, you did say that, Captain Pencil Pusher. Colonel Rocket Launcher wants an enormous omelet. And Pencil Pusher looked at Rocket Launcher and says, finish the Colonel's omelet and close this thing down. That's the plan. Okay, Pencil Pusher walks around the Colonel. Fraternization between officers, and you can't be cool. You're not allowed to be cool in the Army. This guy looks at me and goes, what a douche, right? Like, oh my God, he is what a douche. Okay, but okay, that's awesome. So I finished making the omelet, and I'm telling him, yeah, we did. We ran over to this thing and firefuck and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, cool, and he takes his omelet and he looks at me and goes, did you say you ran over towards the firefuck shit? Well, yeah, you know, it was right after me. Wearing a paper hat? Come on, that's funny. That actually happened. Fuck y'all.
Good story, Jesus.
It's a true story. That shit really happened. And it's better than the time I washed my face in the bidet in Mexico.
Okay,
That's a good story. That's a good stuff. That wasn't gross. That was an amazing moment. Are you kidding? It was the fountain of youth.
Yeah.
It was the fountain of youth.
Tell us, Super Jesus.
As everybody's already heard it. I don't want to say it again. So.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so I was down in Mexico. Okay, here's another story. So right after I got out of the Army, I needed a job, and I became an accidental acid dealer. It was an accident. I didn't mean to. I asked the guy for $5, and then fucking Wavy Gravy brings me back 500 the next day. And I'm like, I don't. He goes, well, can you sell them? Dude, I know 4 other people that do acid, me and my 4 friends. That's why I needed 5. And so I tried, like, I guess I can try and help you sell. It sells itself. I didn't know. That was like a Wednesday. Saturday, we were counting like $3,200, man. Like, oh, we should go to Mexico. So we did. We totally did. We had like 50 hits left over. We got into Mexico. We're in Acapulco. It's great. We're having a great time. And my girlfriend at the time, I knew she wasn't very smart, but whatever, people, and she wasn't always nice sometimes. She was really hot, and I was so shallow, I didn't care. And we'd had this great day. We'd gone and seen the cliff diver guys do the thingy, you know, the cliff divers of Acapulco. They're like diving from like 100 feet down into a thing right here, timing it. It's fucking amazing. There's little kids like swimming out for tips for the divers to all the boats, tripping balls, and so having a great day. And we go back and we're walking down the street, and my girlfriend looks over at me, and I can tell she's upset. She's got the, the sneer, little Billy Idol prostitute sneer. So we're walking down the street, and I'm like, what's the matter, baby? And without even whispering, this dumb bitch goes, why are there so many Mexicans around here? I swear to God, it's a true story. Shit really happened. And I was still tripping. I ate like 3 hits of that gel this morning. And so when she said it, like I had like a little mini stroke, and it was bright lights and like car horns and noises. And like, oh, I can't. I was so, 3 things right away. Bitch, you went to private schools. How do you not know? Okay, we'll come back to that, but you may need to get your money back. Second, fuck, we're from Texas. Why are you upset about all the Mexicans everywhere? Like, I don't know if you guys ever been to Texas, but 3 million Mexicans is the only reason Texas is livable. It's without that, it's just a bunch of people that would vote for Rick Perry and Donald Trump. And no, I'm serious. I love being from Texas. I consider myself an official Mexican just because I'm from Texas. I was born in Kingsville. See, está bueno. All my hermanos speak Spanish way better than I do, though. That's a true story. So, and then I was mad because, like, oh my God, I've been having sex with you for like 9 months, and I never realized how stupid and mean you are. Like, one or the other, whatever. Because again, she was pretty hot, but I just couldn't. I couldn't make it happen, and so I decided to do the adult thing right then, and I started drinking rum like right away. With a Yoli. It's a Mexican soda. Tastes a lot like Mountain Dew, but with more sugar. Woo! And so I got sick, and I spent the night in the bathroom just fucking lawn sprinklering this shit. Just awful nights.
All right.
Oh, it was amazing. Everybody's had one of those nights. And so I wake up in the morning and I am just on the floor. Like I'm naked and I'm dry and my mouth just congealed to this bathroom floor. And all I want is some water, man. I just want to wash my face so bad. And I look at this sink and it's like, way the fuck back there. And there's just a death valley of detritus and dried filth. So fucking, I can see it, like I'm laying at it like, oh my God. Is that pineapple? Fuck. And I'm like, all right, there's a shower. And I look at the shower and it's like Mount Everest. Like it's so far away from me. There's clouds and birds. I can see Sherpas up near the top. I'm like, I can't even make it. And I haven't even moved. And the amp was saved. Oh, the stage gods are with us.
You can't defeat the
Oh man, if I broke my kid's surfboard, he'd kick my ass. So, oh my God, right? So, where I'm at, laying on the floor. So the toilet's behind me, and I have standards. I'm not gonna do that. But there's a bidet right next to my head. And so I reach over, and I just like reach with one finger, and I press it. And there's a water fountain all of a sudden, just like this. And I did. I got in it. Oh, yeah. It was amazing. And you don't fucking know. Let me tell you something. If you start your fucking day washing your face out in a Mexican pussy washer, you can't go anywhere but up. Nowhere but up from there, people. Life is about perspective. Life is about perspective. You're welcome, Tom. It's a true story. Oh, I'm a classy guy.
That's so fucking.
That was lovely. I really like learning about you.
Life is about perspective, though. You know, one time I smashed the fuck out of my face in a river diving accident, and I got carted off to the ER. And while I'm waiting to get like 55 stitches and let my skull knit back together, I'm laying in the room, and I look like Pumpkinhead. I'm just swole the fuck up. And yeah, I was jacked. I hit my head so hard that when I stood up in the river, there was blood all the way, like pouring all the way down to my knees.
Praise Jesus.
And I was upset because I'd scraped my belly and it was like stings. Like, my belly really stings. This nurse happened to be there. She's like, wow, your belly stings? I bet it does. Do you want to go sit down? Fuck yeah, I want to go sit down. Fucking belly stings. Anyway, a few hours later, I'm laying in the ER, waiting to get sewn up or whatever. Fucking stupid. And there's a guy next to me, and he won't fucking stop moaning. And I know it's the ER, so whatever. I got problems today. He's got problems today. And he didn't know. Like, I went home later. Like that Wednesday, I woke up and I touched my little pumpkin head. And algae from the river came out. They hadn't cleaned my shit out. I had to go back every fucking 12 hours and get this transfusion and this fucking I was jacked. But I was still better than Captain Money next to me. Because after a few hours in the ER of me laying there and him moaning, I finally said something like, hey, dude, I know this is the ER, we all got problems. You could fucking chill with the moaning for a minute. I appreciate it. I got a bit of a head wound here. You give me a little bit of a headache. I'm sorry to be such a dick about it. And he continued to moan, the fucking selfish person. I lay there just worrying about myself. And a few minutes after that, it was the old ER, the little curtain. Oh God, little curtain got knocked back. Yeah. So he had a screwdriver. One of the biggest screwdrivers I've ever fucking seen in my life. A screwdriver made to work on diesels. It was about this long. The handle was right here. And it was jammed all the way down the handle into the fuck of his head and came this much out behind his ear. It was 7 inches of gory screwdriver sticking out behind his ear. So I was like, after that, I was totally cool with him, right? Like, oh yeah, dude. Oh, I bet it does. Your name is mine. Like, I knew I was fucked up. Like I knew I was probably not gonna, like I was jacked or whatever, but I wasn't gonna have to relearn my name. Like I was gonna have to learn how to spell. This guy was fucked. Life is perspective. Life is perspective. That was true. I felt pretty bad about myself till I saw a screwdriver ahead.
You're an asshole.
Well, yes I am. Yes I am. And that's why I don't do politics. I don't do politics.
Forgive him.
You have to forgive the assholes. You have to forgive people like Donald Trump. They can't help it. They're fucking psychopaths. They're sick. You can't. The man has no empathy. That's okay. He's going to get his. It's going to be awesome. His flame out is going to be spectacular. Spectacular. Much better than Sarah Palin's. A lot more like Bristol's. Come on, the guy keeps talking about fucking his daughter. Can you think his spin out's not going to be amazing? All right, that's about it. So you guys, where you guys at on medical marijuana? Everyone's for like legalizing weed here, right? I gotta say, just until recently, I've been against legalizing weed because I like smoking weed and I like to rebel, but I don't really want to do anything. So smoking weed makes me feel like I was sticking it to the man without actually having to stick it to anyone. That was awesome. You just sit around and smoke weed and feel like a badass. Yeah, fuck the system. They're making it legal. Let's hear it for the man also. Oh, you guys been out to Colorado yet? You done any smoking? You guys done any legal smoking? Got any legal shops yet?
I've been to Colorado.
Did you do any legal smoking while you were out there, man?
It's legal there, yeah.
Did you do any while you were there? You can tell us.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically? You know what? Did you try hypothetically any edibles?
Hypothetically, chocolates, wafers, strawberry shortcake.
Hypothetically, how was the strawberry shortcake? Was it grainy or was it delicious?
Always good.
Nice. Nice. I'm not saying that the asshole chef and Surfer Jesus are going to make a lobster and weed themed cooking show. But the asshole chef and Surfer Jesus are going to make a lobster and weed themed cooking show. Yes.
Lobster and weed. Oh,
Lobster and weed. And maybe some duck breast. Some duck breast stuck with some feta and pecans.
duck breast. That could be the ultimate.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice.
I'll bring infused butter if I'm invited.
I'll make a room.
You prefer
Deal.
We'll work with your butter.
Theoretically, how many ounces do you use per pound of butter? 8
Theoretically.
or a quarter?
It depends how.
Depends on strong. I need one for flavor and one for potency.
Hey, we just got non-corporate free pot butter donated to the
That's amazing.
to our objective.
Awesome. I was going to bring some tincture too.
I say we just get pot and do it.
Let's just do it.
Hypothetically,
Hypothetically.
I know where we can get some tincture, some alcohol tincture that's delicious. So I hear.
Lobster.
Only on holidays, because that's the only time I see you. All right. That is all I have for you folks. Hey, you guys know my birthday's coming up, at least when the party is. So I want you to remember to go out and do something awesome for your friends and do something awesome for a stranger.
Totally.
Oh, awesome. That sounds amazing. Oh,
They are.
You're awesome, Jesus.
thank you. I love you guys so much.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday, Jesus.
I just turned 50, so I spent the day surfing with my kids. It was awesome.
Yay!
Fuck y'all, my kids suck. Fuck them. Their knees work and they fucking bounce right back from injury. Look at this. This is from Hurricane Joaquin. That shit was like a month ago. I'm still limping. God damn it. You know what I heard it doing? This. I hurt my knees doing this. My kids can do this all day. Almost anyone can do this all day.
Well, Hurricane Joaquin, he's an unpredictable dude. So.
He was unpredictable, dude. He hit me right in the face with a 7-foot wave.
Ouch.
It's okay. I'm healing up nicely.
Continuing.
That's what makes it fun. Is that it, brother?
Almost dying?
That's it. I didn't almost die. I didn't. You don't almost die.
That's fun.
I don't tell Jesus
I
what
thought
to do.
Jesus was dead.
Jesus never dies. Jesus is like Santa. Jesus is a lot like Santa and Hercules.
To his reputation before he died. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah! He lived up to his reputation before he died, but then he came back and he surfed on your brains. Yeah. He surfed your brains to oblivion. It was beautiful, man.
Thank you, sir, for Jesus.
What a show. Holy ham sandwiches. You know, you think a show needs like 500 people and like, I don't know, U2 or something. You can actually do a show with a couple of reasonable performers in front of an audience of 9. You can make a really important show.
Yeah, but you gotta have a really good MC.
That's what this is all about.
Yes, that's right.
Well, what's important